Peanut Croquant is a candy made up of layers and layers of caramelized sugar and roast peanut paste. It is a little labor intensive and requires some timing to prepare, but it is so good with the flaky layers of bittersweet sugar and smooth honey-kissed roasted peanut filling.
In Canada, we sell a chocolate bar that is called Crispy Crunch. It is a milk chocolate bar that is made with the same principles of laminating caramelized sugar and ground peanuts. I'm going to show you an upscale version of this popular candy bar.
These candies are flaky, crunchy, nutty, and delicate, as well as a decadent indulgence any time of the day. I'm going to show you the tips and tricks in making Peanut Croquant, as the homemade version tastes so much better. Combine roasted peanuts, icing sugar, and honey in a food processor. The honey I'm using is a summer blossom honey. It provides a lovely aromatic touch to the Peanut Croquant. If you don't like peanuts or can't consume them, substitute with your favorite nut. Grind the peanuts until a smooth paste has begun to form. Every once in a while, stop and scrape the sides of the bowl with a silicone spatula to loosen any firm edges on the sides. With a piece of parchment paper, fold each of the sides to form a 5-inch square. Transfer the peanut paste onto the paper and wrap in the paper to seal. Next, roll the peanut paste with a rolling pin to form a square. Roll from all sides as well as corners to form an even layer. Set aside the peanut paste as the caramelized sugar needs to be prepared next. In a saucepan, combine honey, sugar, and a light squeeze of lemon juice. Stir the mixture to combine and cook over medium-high heat to caramelize the sugar. The addition of honey provides flavor, but it also aids in the controlling of crystallization of the sugar while cooking. The lemon juice added also assists in the prevention of crystallization of the sugar when cooking too. Once the sugar is a rich caramel color, pour it onto a silicone baking mat. Carefully pour the caramelized sugar into a rectangle.
When pouring the caramel will need to be large enough to cover the peanut paste. Allow the sugar to cool just a little, then place the peanut block onto the sugar. Lift one edge of the silicone mat to drape the sugar onto the peanut paste. Pinch the sides of the hot sugar to completely seal the peanut paste. This will lock in the peanut and will help to prevent it from leaking out when rolling. As the sugar is still hot, it will be pliable and can fold onto the sugar. Place the croquant into a hot oven to gently soften the sugar for rolling. This can take about 5 to 10 minutes, but keep your eye on it. Next, roll the sugar into a rectangle. When rolling, if you find that the sugar cracks, it's time to return it to the oven. When working with hot sugar, be very careful as the sugar is extremely hot and the caramel can stick to your fingers.
Lift one side of the sugar towards the center, followed by the other side, creating 3 layers of peanut paste. This action is called a single turn or letter fold. Position the sugar 90 degrees on the tray and return to a warm oven to soften the sugar for the next rolling and single turn application. Repeat the steps of rolling, administering single turns, and warming in the oven until you've reached a total of 5 single turns or letter folds. In the process of creating 5 turns, the sugar layers have become more delicate, and a total of 243 peanut layers have been formed. This procedure is similar to the process of making laminated dough. Visit my video here on puff pastry to learn this process. Be careful of overheating the sugar to avoid losing all the layers you created. During the rolling and folding process, the croquant will come together, forming uniform layers. Once all the folds are done, roll the croquant into a thin layer. Working quickly to retain the heat, measure the croquant into your desired pieces. While it is still warm, use a sharp chef's knife to cut into the croquant. Allow it to cool. Temper or crystallize dark chocolate. Check out my video here on how to prepare your chocolate for tempering. To cover the croquant, place a piece upside down into the prepared chocolate. With a dipping fork, flip over the croquant so that it is completely covered. Tap the excess chocolate to form a thin shell. This can be done by touching the surface of the chocolate and relying on surface tension to help draw off some of the excess chocolate. Use the side of the bowl to scrape the remainder of the chocolate and transfer onto a sheet of parchment paper. Once the chocolate is set, it's time to decorate. I'm mixing a little edible gold powder with a few drops of vodka. Mix the gold powder with the vodka to form a fluid edible paint for the chocolate. Using a round edge sponge brush, dip the sponge into the gold mixture and press the sponge brush onto each of the chocolate squares. The vodka will evaporate quickly to leave a stunning gold pattern onto these chocolates. Thanks for watching. If you found value and were inspired with this video, give it a like and subscribe as it helps the channel. What are some of your favorite chocolate confections? Are there any candies you've always wondered how it's made? Let me know in the comments. See you next time for another awesome video, but in the meantime, check out this video and this playlist. Cheers!